Hare Krishna Mataji.
Sorry about that.
Hare Krishna.
There's something went wrong with my mute button. So Hare Krishna to all Vaishnavas. Welcome to today's cyber class on Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we shall be discussing Canto 3 entitled The Status Quo, Chapter 22 entitled The Marriage of Kardama Muni and Devahuti from Shloka 1. So before that, we will do bhajana by His Holiness Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Jaya Ratha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girvarodhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to all Vaishnavas. We'll start with the invocation mantras. Please sing along with me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavat Yuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna, please recite Shloka 1 along with me, and then after translation we'll go to Shloka 2 because there's no purport on Shloka 1. Maitreya Uvacha Evam Avishkrita Shesha Guna Karmodayo Munim. Hare Krishna. Savrida Iva तं सम्राट् उपारतम् उवाचः मैत्रेय उवाच एवम् आविष्कृताशेष गुणकर्मोदयो मुनिं सव्रीड इव तं सम्राट् उपारतम् उवाचः मैत्रेय उवाच एवम् आविष्कृताशेष गुणकर्मोदयो मुनिं सव्रीड इव तं सम्राट् उपारतम् उवाचः. Synonyms: Maitreya, the great sage Maitreya, Uvacha, said, Evam, thus, Avishkrita, having been described, Ashesha, all, Guna, of the virtues, Karma, of the activities, Udayaha, the greatness, Munim, the great sage, Savridaha, feeling modest, Iva, as though, Tam, him, Kardama, Samrat, Emperor Manu, Uparatam, silent, Uvacha, addressed. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sri Maitreya said, after describing the greatness of the emperor's manifold qualities and activities, the sage became silent, and the emperor, feeling modesty, addressed him as follows. So we'll go to the next shloka. Please recite along with me. Manuruvacha Brahma Shrijat Swamukhato Yusman Atma Parikshaya Chando Mayastapo Vidya Yoga Yuktan Alampatan. Hare Krishna. Manuruvacha Brahma Shrijat Swamukhato Yusmanatma Paripshaya Chando Mayastapo Vidya Yoga Yuktan Alampatan. Manuruvacha Brahma Shrijat Swamukhato Yusmanatma Paripshaya Chando Mayastapo Vidya Yoga Yuktan Alampatan. Synonyms: Manuha, Manu, Uvacha, said, Brahma, Lord Brahma, Asrijat, created, Swamukhataha, from his face, Yusman, you, Brahmanas, Atma Paripshaya, to protect himself by expanding, Chandaha Mayaha, the form of the Vedas, Tapaha Vidya, Yoga Yuktan, full of austerity, knowledge, and mystic power. Alampatan, averse to sense gratification. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj Ki Jai. Manu replied, to expand himself in Vedic knowledge, Lord Brahma, the personified Veda, from his face created you, the Brahmanas, who are full of austerity, knowledge, and mystic power, and are averse to sense gratification. Om Agnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Nidhi Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaura Katho Dhamudaya Nagara Grama Tarine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jayatam Surata Pangor Mama Mandamatir Gati Matsarva Subhadam Bhoja Radha Madana Mohana दिव्याद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमाधः श्रीमद्रत्नागारा सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेवो प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भि वंशी बटततः स्थितः कर्षन् वेणुर्स्वनिर्गोपी गोपीनाथः श्रेयसुनः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतश्वे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् आनन्दलीलामय विग्रहाय हेमाभदिव्या छवि सुन्दराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय श्रीचैतन्यचन्द्राय नमो नमस्ते मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं पाक्षाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरि ओम तत्सत्. So we'll start with the purport. Hare Krishna, sorry, my phone got locked. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, mother.
Okay.
Yes, mother.
Okay, just checking. Purport. The purpose of Vedas is to propagate transcendental knowledge of the absolute truth. The Brahmanas were created from the mouth of the Supreme Person, and therefore they are meant to spread the knowledge of the Vedas in order to spread the glories of the Lord. In Bhagavad Gita, also, Lord Krishna says that all the Vedas are meant for understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is specially mentioned here, Yoga Yuktan Alampatan, that Brahmanas are full of mystic power and are completely averse to sense gratification. Actually, there are two kinds of occupation. One occupation in the material world is sense gratification, and the other occupation is spiritual activity to satisfy the Lord by His glorification. Those who engage in sense gratification, Hare Krishna, are called demons, and those who spread the glorification of the Lord or satisfy the transcendental senses of the Lord are called demigods. It is specifically mentioned here that the Brahmanas are created from the face of the cosmic personality of Virat Rupa. Similarly, Kshatriyas are said to be created from his arms. The Vaishyas are created from his waist, and the Shudras are created from his legs. Brahmanas are specifically meant for austerity, learning knowledge, and are averse to all kinds of sense gratification. Sorry, Krishna. So, after glorifying Swayambhuva Manu in 6 shlokas in the previous chapter, Kardama Muni, he kept quiet. And in this shloka, in the first shloka, it is said that Swayambhuva Manu, because he was very modest, he's a devotee, right? So he knows that he is not the doer. So whatever activities he's doing is to please the personality of Godhead. He's one of the Mahajanas. So they're saying that he was really embarrassed. Right? There's this very nice word here. Was feeling modest. Savridaha, feeling modest. Normally, people like us, demonic people, we like when people glorify us. It basically fans our false ego, that how great I am. The best thing what the Guru Parampara has done is that they said, okay, like our Guru Maharaj, he's saying, okay, you have the ability to preach. Go and preach Lord's message. They said, all right, you want to display your knowledge and superiority? Okay, study Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and then display all the shlokas and say that you know Krishna, you know the subject matter, even if you have not realized it, right? So, what they're doing is diverting our so-called false ego for fame and converting it using a converter, right, of BBC and then Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So it should be triple BC anyway. Converting our so-called desire for fame into seva of Lord. seva of Vaishnavas and seva for the Lord's satisfaction. So it is a very silent attack, right? Silently they're infiltrating into our lives. Like I can say most of us, like in school time, I would just do 2-hour, 3-hour Krishna Puja, devotional service, right? And mostly schoolwork and discussion amongst friends, maybe college also, same thing, right? In work life, 8 hours, so we have 8 praharas, or let's just say if you divide 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of work, and then you have 8 hours to do whatever you want, sense gratification plus your devotional activity. So what are you doing maximum? So slowly, by the mercy of Vaishnavas, we're going to discuss in the second shloka, the Brahmanas, by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, they are infiltrating our lives with certain activities, set activities by sadhana, right? So that feeling of modestness which is displayed by the great emperor Swayambhuva Manu, we also build that character, right? That we are all equal. No one is above the other, and no one is lesser than us, right? So it is very hard to accept that fact, but that is the case, right? We are all equal in the eyes of the Lord, because each one of us souls, the Anumatra, we are all special, right? Okay. So that is modesty. Now, in the second shloka, Swayambhuva Manu, now he starts praising the Brahmanas. Now what is happening here? That a Kshatriya class is coming and wanting to hand over his daughter to a Brahmana class. Where a Brahmana class is supposed to be, in terms of Varna, they're supposed to be at a higher state, full of mode of goodness. They could be from Satoguna to Shuddha Satoguna, depending on the type of Brahmana. Why we're saying type of Brahmana is, normally a Brahmana is a Vaishnava, right? If he's read the Vedas properly, if he has studied the Vedas properly, he should know the Vedanta, right? And that is, the Vedanta Sutra basically takes you to the Lord's lotus feet, right? Okay, we'll discuss about that. So he is in Shuddha Sattva or in Sato Guna. Now here is a Kshatriya who is a Vaishnava. Okay, normally a Kshatriya, like we were discussing the other time, the predominant guna is your Rajoguna, with the secondary, that's mode of passion, with the secondary guna being mode of goodness, right? So here is a status of Kshatriya class trying to hand over his progeny, his daughter, to Kardama Muni. So now what he does is, what do you do if you want something from a person? You start praising them. So he is not faking the praise, he's literally praising what is the truth, the fact, tattvavit, right? So now he says that you were born from Lord Brahma, right? From the face of Lord Brahma. So just like from Virata Rupa, we have in second canto, first 2 chapters if you read, Virata Rupa, there is a description. In that they say that Brahmanas come from the face of the Lord, the Kshatriyas come from the arms of the Lord, their hands, and then the Vaishyas come from the waist of the Lord, and the Shudras from the legs of the Lord. So in this case, he's now coming that because you're the face of the Lord, and there's a very important word here. In the second line or the second quartet of the shloka, Atma Parikshaya, to protect himself by expanding. Lord Brahma is protecting himself by expanding. What do you mean by that? So in the case of protection, if you remember Lord Brahma's prayers in the previous chapters, right? Before, when he says that before I start the secondary creation, the Visarga motion, he says, please help me to protect religion so that whatever I do, so protecting here means protecting religion, which was instructed to him by Lord Krishna directly. So how will he protect religion when he is asked to expand the universe by creating or giving different bodies to different souls according to their karma and guna and karma? So there is a varnashrama which Lord has already created. So in the varnas, Lord has said Brahma, Brahmana, that Varna is supposed to not work for sense gratification but propagate the Vedas. Now, why do we have the Brahmana class in today's day and age, or we have even seen the Brahmanas who are not really devotees of the Lord? Because what happens is, before they come into Vedanta Sutra, so the Vedas are very flowery, that we have studied in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So sometimes in the Karma Kanda or Jnana Kanda is very attractive, you know. If you read knowledge, okay, sometimes it's happened with me many times. When I'm reading Srimad Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita, I get stuck in a chapter. And my chanting sometimes, so if I finish 8 rounds in the morning, it gets delayed. Because I'm thinking of a shloka in a chapter. And then I want to read the entire content of the chapter. So that jnana is very attractive. Right? But what is our primary duty as a sadhana, as a sadhana trying to be a Vaishnava, inculcating Vaishnava qualities, is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the Yuga Dharma. Right? So they are doing the duty of the Varna. Okay. Now there is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita 18.42. Shama Dama Tapa Shaucham Shantirarjavam Evacha Jnanam Vijnanam Mastikyam Brahma Karma Subhavajam. So in that the qualities of Brahmana is stated by Lord. Okay. Here he has stated 9 qualities. Normally it's 12 qualities. If you've read Canto 7 by Prahlad Maharaj, which is covering Prahlad Maharaj topic, it is said, Prahlad Maharaj says that even if a Brahmana having 12 qualities, right, and okay, let's talk about the qualities. Even if a Brahmana, okay, let me finish this. Even if the Brahmana has 12 qualities, but if his service is not rendered to Lord Vishnu, then he is not as good as a Chandala, a dog eater, who is rendering his words, his activities, his life to the seva, to the service of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Now the qualities are Shama, Dama. What's the difference between Shama and Dama? This quality is even exhibited by Arjuna in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Shama, Dama, Uparati. There's this word here called Uparatam. It comes in the first shloka. First shloka, this fourth quartet, Uparati. Uparati here Srila Prabhupada, according to the shloka, he has defined it as Uparatam as silent. Uparati actually means indifference to enjoyment. So, Kardama Muni has provided his, it's not just doing a lip service, he has actually glorified Swayambhuva Manu, the great Swayambhuva Manu, and he kept quiet. Once he has done his duty, he didn't speak much. So they don't do prajalpa, right? Like Vishnu Priya Mataji was covering the other day. No extra talk. So you have done your duty, you have done your glorification. Now he's asked the intention of his guest. So Shama means, it is explained that when you employ your intelligence, one of the very main qualities of a Brahmana, to the lotus feet of the Lord. But in this Shama, what happens is, they are not doing practical service to the Lord. They are employing their intelligence, fixing their intelligence to the lotus feet of the Lord. That's Shama. Now Dama is where you're controlling your senses, mind and senses. Right? So Shama, Dama. Shama here Srila Prabhupada explains as peacefulness. Dama, controlling your senses. Tapaha, austerity. Shaucham, cleanliness. So Shama, Dama. Now Uparati means indifference to enjoyment. Arjuna, when he gave his 4 reasons not to fight, he displayed these qualities. So a Vaishnava, he's a Kshatriya. So now here comes the equation. Brahmana should be equal to a Vaishnava. So he was a Kshatriya but displayed the qualities of a Vaishnava. Same goes here. Uparatam. Uparatam uvacha. feeling modest, okay, after Swayambhuva Manu speaks, and here's another devotee, Kardama Muni, he became silent. Uparati, indifferent to enjoyment. So, if Arjuna, being a Kshatriya, can be a Vaishnava, so in this case, we have to understand that Brahmana is basically the Varna quality. But if you become a Vaishnava, you have basically surpassed the so-called Varna and ashramas. You've surpassed that. Then there is no upadhi, because then the sense control, the senses are actually doing Lord's service, which is much higher. Okay, it is said, Lord Chaitanya had explained to Sanatana that amongst the millions of living entities in this universe, Muktanam, Api Siddhanam, Narayana Parayanaha. So, amongst the millions of living entities in this universe, okay, the people, specifically the Brahmana qualities, who have reached that Siddhi, only a Brahmana, a person following Ashtanga Yogi, right? So they can reach that Siddhi, the platform of a Siddhi. Muktanam api siddhanam Narayana Parayanaha. Out of the living entities who are now become Siddhas, right? Out of them, there can only be 1% or one devotee out of them. Okay, so Lord Chaitanya is glorifying actually Sanatana Goswami. He's saying that you are such a great Vaishnava, because Sanatana Goswami has come after mingling with the Muslims. So he says, no, I'm untouchable, don't come near me. Then he's saying, no, you are Tirtha Jangam. You are a Tirtha itself. By employing our senses of sight, our eyes, to see the Lord, right? To see the Vaishnava or Lord. If not Lord, the deities, then to see a Vaishnava itself, Lava Matra, Sadhu Sangha. So in that, you become elevated. Your consciousness becomes elevated. That's why they always say one of the 5 principles of sadhana bhakti, the last 5 principles, Sadhu Sangha is very important. That's why this daily Sangha, it is very important, congregation. So not only with the Vaishnavas who are practicing sadhana Vaishnava, there can be elevated Vaishnavas, sadhakas. Also, the book Bhagavata we are congregating with. So that way our consciousness gets developed. So in this, what they're saying, the senses. Now, why is a Brahmana stuck in a Jnana Kand and not reaching Upasana Kand or not reaching Bhakti Yoga? Because, say for example, your Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama and Atharva Veda, right? So you have different subject matters in that, but you also have the Sama Veda, right? Our Kaviyatri Mataji was talking about Sama Veda, the flapping of Garuda, right? That is the singing of glories of the Lord, specifically the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So in that, how are they stuck? So what happens is Jnana becomes very, very attractive. Then you want to become Siddhi in that. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Ataiva Ashanta. So in this, Lord Chaitanya says, what happens is Krishna Bhakta, he's always Shanta. Sakali Ashanta, Ataiva Shanta. Krishna Bhakta Nishkama, Ataiva Shanta, Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami, Sakali Ashanta. Kami means desiring. Anyone desiring bhukti, sense gratification, say a karmi. Mukti, liberation, desiring liberation. Okay, and Siddhi, desiring opulence. None of them can be Ashanta, peacefulness, Shama, translated by Srila Prabhupada in this thing. The qualities of a Brahmana. Now, the Vedanta Sutra actually is designed in such a way that there are 4 chapters in Vedanta Sutra, and each chapter is divided into 4 padas, right? So, Shodasha Pada it's called. The first 2 chapters is basically Sambandha Gyan that we are doing through Bhagavad Gita, right? And then to know who is the object of your worship. What is the definition of absolute truth? The first chapter the first shloka of the first chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, absolute truth, definition. And then the third chapter takes you to Prayojana, Abhideya. And the fourth final chapter takes you to Prayojana, Prema Bhakti. The issue is this Vedanta Sutras and the Vedas and the Upanishad, like we were saying, they are in pure Sanskrit and in aphorisms, very deep meaning. So it is very hard to understand. So to expand this Smriti Shastra, Vyasadeva created expand the Shruti Shastras, Vyasadeva created the Smriti Shastras, the Puranas and the Itihasas for us, where reading Srimad Bhagavatam or Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita itself is equal to reading Shruti Shastra. So a Brahmana is actually, by controlling his senses, religiousness, very important. Okay, this word religiousness is very, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam. Astikyam, religiousness, means firm faith, taking you to the lotus feet of the Lord. I'm over 2 minutes. Taking you to the feet of Lord Krishna. So that is very important, the firm faith. Okay, so here, by glorifying a Brahmana, a true Brahmana who is a Vaishnava, Swayambhuva Manu is exemplifying the characteristics and the activities that a Brahmana class is supposed to do. And our so-called Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, our Acharyas, are trying to create that character within all of us. That Jare Dekho, Tare Kaho, Krishna Upadesh. The moment you say Krishna Upadesh, you become a Brahmana, a Vaishnava. Because you're preaching about the Lord, which pleases Lord Chaitanya. All right. I'm sorry. I have to end my class here. I wanted to talk about employing the senses, how the different devotees employ the senses, but no time. So I'll end my class here. Hare Krishna to all Vaishnavas.